Good morning to all of you. I am here once again with the paper of statistics part 1 2017 HSSC 1 FBISE Federal Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education, and now we are going to discuss about the solution of this paper. First question, as usual, about the MCQs. Census collects the correct option is primary data. Number 2, sorry, the word statistics has been derived from the German word statistic. Correct option is C. A variable which can take any possible value in an interval is called, option number B is correct option, continuous variable. The graph of time series data is called histogram. Total of relative frequency is 1. The sum of deviation from mean is always 0. It is the property of arithmetic mean. Which of the following average is not affected by extreme values? Correct option is median. If mean of 5 values is 10, then the sum of the values will be 50. Here you can apply the formula of arithmetic mean, x bar equal to sum of x over n. 5 values, n is equals to 5 and mean is 10. Simply multiply 10 multiplied by 5 equals to 50. The variance of the value 777 and so on is 0 because there is no dispersion in the values. If x and y are two independent random variables, then variance of x equals to 4 and variance of y equals to 9. Then variance of 2x plus y is, correct option is 25. In a symmetrical distribution, if q1 equals to 6, q3 18, then median is 12. Quartile 1 represents 25% of the data, quartile 3 represents 75% of the data, median is the mid, so correct option will be 12. The empirical relation between mean, median and mode, mode is always equals to 3 median minus 2 mean. Next objective, that the link relatives are the percentage ratios of current year price and correct option is previous year price. Which index number helps the government to formulate economic policies and determine the wages of employees? Correct option is CPI, Consumer Price Index. The dependent variable is also called response variable. The value of correlation coefficient lies between always -1 to +1, both included. Increased demand of soft drink in summer and woolen cloths in winter season is seasonal variation. Now we move to the part B, and there are a lot of theoretical questions. Answers are given here. Differentiate between primary and secondary data. Primary data is ungrouped data or data which is collected by some recently does not collected by someone previously is called primary, and secondary data is an opposite of primary data. Group data is also called secondary data, and data which is already collected by someone previously is also called secondary data. Differentiate between discrete and continuous variable. A variable in which our data has some specific value within a given range is called discrete variable, and a variable that in which our data has any value within a given range is called continuous variable. In a music competition, students are asked to rate the music on 5-point scales A, B, C, D, E, where A represents the maximum enjoyment and E represents the minimum enjoyment. The rating are given here, and the construct the frequency distribution for the above ratings. यहाँ पे आपने simply पहले तो तमाम alphabets, all the alphabets must be mentioned here, A, B, C, D, E, and after that just count each alphabet, that how many times it appears in the data. A is appeared here 7 times, so frequency is 7. B appeared here 7 times, so frequency is 7. C appeared 5 times in this data, So frequency and 5, and telebars are also given here. So our sum of f is equals to 30. Question number 4, that write down the properties of a good average. Answer is given here. It should be easy to calculate, should be easy to understand. It should have some mathematical formula. It should not be affected from extreme values. All the observation must take a part in the calculation. It should has some mathematical treatment, simple stability, and so on. Question number 7, that the average marks obtained by 3 sections of first year class are given below. Sections are given here, number of students are also given here, and their respective means are also given here. यहाँ पे हमने combine mean को calculate करना है. तो सबसे पहले हम देखेंगे कि यहाँ पे distributions कितनी हैं, 3. तो फार्मूला जो है वो 3 तक एक्सटेंड होगा. Formula is n1 multiply by first mean plus n2 multiply by second mean plus n3 multiply by third mean divided by first frequency, second frequency plus third frequency. Frequencies are given here, number of students are frequencies, and means are given here. Just simply put up these values into this formula and solve it. Correct option is 59.776. Question number 6, that for a frequency distribution of x, d is equals to x minus 40, sum of f d 150, sum of f equals to 50, calculate arithmetic mean. यहाँ पे हम arithmetic mean का indirect formula apply करेंगे जो कि बराबर है a plus sum of f d over sum of f. Because d is equals to x minus a, so a will be 40, sum of f d 150, sum of f 50. Just put up these values into this formula and arithmetic mean is 43. Question number 7, a variable y is determined from a variable x by an equation y equals to 10 minus 4x and x equals to minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 and so on. Find y bar and show that y bar equals to 10 minus 4x bar. यहाँ पे हमें 2 different distributions के mean चाहिए. First of all x का mean और second y का mean. X की values तो given है, x values of x are given here and values of y can be calculated through this formula. So 10 minus 4x, one by one we just put the value of x here into this equation and solve it. Then we can calculate the values of y. After calculation of values of y and x, just we take the sum of these two. Sum of x equals to 9, sum of y equals to 54, and take their means. Sum of x over n is equals to 9 by 9 equals to 1. 1 is x bar, and y bar equals to sum of y over n. 54 by 9 equals to 6. And after that we just put these values into this equation. Y bar equals to 10 minus 4x bar. So y bar is 6 equals to 10 minus 4, x bar equals to 1 and 6 equals to 6. Define mean deviation and variance. Mean deviation simple है कि आप x की हर वैल्यू को जिस वक्त मीन से डेविएट करेंगे या माइनस करेंगे तो रिजल्ट आपका कहलाएगा मीन डेविएशन. और वेरिएंस is a measure of dispersion. Absolute measure of dispersion is called variance. Variance tells us about the spread or scatteredness or dispersion of the data. Answer is given here. Question number 9, for a frequency distribution of x, it is given that mean is equals to 50, mode 45 and variance equals to 64. Find coefficient of variation and coefficient of skewness. Coefficient of variation का जो formula है वो है standard deviation divided by mean multiplied by 100. और coefficient of skewness, there are a lot of formulas for coefficient of skewness, but simple formula is mean minus mode divided by standard deviation. Mean is also given here, mode is also given here. Variance is also given here. Under root of variance is called standard deviation. So 64 under root equals to 8. Just simply put these values into the formula of called Pearson coefficient of skewness. Mean minus mode divided by standard deviation is 0.625, and coefficient of variation 8 divided by 50 multiplied by 100 equals to 16. Question number 10, if mean is 75, mode is 70, using empirical relation find the value of median. Mode equals to 3 median minus 2 mean. Mode is 70, 3 median minus 2 mean is 75. Simply put these values into this formula and solve the equation. The median will be 73.34. Question number 11, differentiate between fixed and chain based method. Fixed method and fixed based method and chain based method. These both methods are used in the calculation of index number, in simple index number, and in unweighted part of composite index number. In fixed base method, the base period is fixed, and chain base method, base period does not remain fixed, but it changes time to time. But answer is given here. You can pause the video and see the answer and write it down. Compute the chain indices from the following. It is the case of simple index number because the price is given only for one product. So the question in which only one product is mentioned, it is the case of simple index number. First of all, in index numbers chain based method, first of all we calculate the link relative. So formula for link relative is Pn divided by Pn minus 1 multiplied by 100. Pn represents current period price, Pn minus 1 represents previous period price. In the first year, because we don't have previous year price, so link relative will be 100. We assume link relative 100, and chain index also be considered as 100 because previous time period price is not given here. So from the 1991 we apply the formula for link relative. Pn current period price is 12, Pn minus 1 previous time period price is 10, multiplied by 100 equals to 120. For 1992, 15 by 20 multiplied by 100 is 125. For 1993, Pn is 20, Pn minus 115 multiplied by 100 is 133.34, and so on. In the second step, we will calculate chain index. Chain index is equals to previous chain multiplied by current average divided by 100. Previous chain is 100. Current link relative is 120 divided by 100 equals to 120. For 1992, previous chain is 120. Current link relative is 125 divided by 100 equals to 150, and so on. Question number 13, define consumer price index and write down the major groups included in CPI. Answer is given here. You can pause the video and write it down. Question number 14, if Lesper's index is 120, Pastures index is 130, Fisher index, find Fisher index number. Simply Lesper's और Pastures के फार्मूलाज को यूज़ कर सकते हैं आप, या अगर आंसर गिवन है तो दोनों के आंसर्स को मल्टीप्लाई करके अंडर रूट ले लें तो वो बराबर आएगा फिशर्स इंडेक्स के बराबर. Differentiate between regression and correlation. Correlation always tells us about the relationship of two variables, and regression tells us about the strength of relationship between two and more than two variables. Answer is also given here. Question number 16, it is given that standard deviation of y and x is 32, standard deviation of x is 2.4, standard deviation of y is 25, x bar is 155, y bar is 7, and equals to 10. Calculate regression coefficients, y on x and x on y. Formulas are given here. Regression coefficient y on x is equals to combined standard deviation divided by standard deviation of x square, and regression coefficient x on y is equals to combined standard deviation divided by standard deviation of y square. So just put the values into the formulas and answer are given here. Find the correlation coefficients are from the regression coefficients. Simple correlation is also equals to the product of both regression coefficients and take their under root. So simply just multiply these two values and take the under root. Question number 18, that what are the different components of a time series? 4 components: secular trends, seasonal movements, cyclical movements, irregular fluctuations. Calculate 3-year moving average for the following time series. Just take the data here. First column represents the time period, second represents the sale. Now first of all, 3-year moving average, just subtract 1 out of 3, remaining is 2. 1 half of the 2 is 1. So just leave 1 row from top and 1 row from bottom and just add up 1 by 1 3 values. 100, 1 plus 140 plus 168 equals to 408. Just skip first value and add up next 3 values. Result is 428. Once again skip one more value, add up next 3 values. Result is 488. Skip one more value, add up next 3 values. Result is 530, and so on. And after that just divide each value by 3. So 408 divided by 3, 136. 428 divided by 3, 142.7, and so on. Now we move to the section C. The following table shows the distribution of the maximum loads in short term supported by certain cables produced by a company. Determine mean, median and mode. It is the case of group data. अगर आप क्वेश्चन के अंदर देखें ग्रुप डाटा में कि फर्स्ट क्लास की अपर लिमिट और सेकंड क्लास की लोअर लिमिट अगर आपस में बराबर नहीं है तो हमें क्लास बाउंड्रीज लेनी पड़ेंगी. मेथड बड़ा सिंपल है. जस्ट 9.8 minus 9.7 divided by 2 equals to 0.05. 0.05 must be subtracted from the left side and added to the right side, and the result is called class boundaries. Next important चीज जो है वो है taking class marks. Simply add up these two values and divided by 2 is equals to class mark. 9.75 plus 9.25 equals to 9.5, divided by 2 equals to 9.5. 10.25 plus 9.75 divided by 2 equals to 10. Then find the difference of these two values. Difference is 0.5. So just add up 0.5 in all next values. The result is called class mark X. Now first, mean. The formula for mean is equals to sum of fx over sum of f. Just multiply x with f and the result is the product of fx, which is equal to 665.5. so mean is equals to 665.5 divided by 60 equals to 11.09. Next thing is the median. Median, the formula for median is L plus H over F n by 2 minus C. लेकिन यहाँ पे कम्युलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी को कैलकुलेट करना इम्पॉर्टेंट है. सबसे पहली फ्रीक्वेंसी को इधर लिखें और हर नेक्स्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी को पिछले कम्युलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी के टोटल में ऐड करते जाएं. 2 plus 5 equals to 7, 7 plus 12 equals to 19, 19 plus 17 equals to 36 and so on. अब यहाँ पे इस n by 2 को कैलकुलेट करें. n is always equals to sum of f, so sum of f is 60. 60 divided by 2, 30. 30 falls in the cumulative frequency of 36, so this will be our model class. L stands for lower class boundary, 10.75. 10.75. H is the difference of x values. Difference is 0.5, so we take 0.5 here. F is the frequency. Frequency is 17. so we place 17 here. N by 2 is 60, sum of f by 2 is equals to 30, and we take cumulative frequency which is before the cumulative frequency of model class, which is 19. So just put up these values into this formula and median is 11.07. Now we come to the third average, and that is called mode. Formula for mode is equals to L plus Fm minus F1 divided by Fm minus F1 plus Fm minus F2 multiplied by H. Selection of model class will be based on the maximum frequency. Maximum frequency is 17, so this will be our model class. Fm will be 17, F1 will be 12, F2 will be 14, L will be 10.75 and H will be 0.5 because H is the difference of X values. So just put up these values into this formula and mode will be 11.06. B part is the compute the mean deviation from the median and its coefficient from the following data. So data is given here. These are classes. There is no need to take the class boundaries because upper limit of first class and lower limit of second class is equal. Now first of all we need median here because mean deviation from median is equals to sum of f x minus median divided by sum of f, and these bars indicates that just ignore the minus sign while doing x minus median. So for median, n by 2 for the selection of model class is equals to 50. 50 falls in the cumulative frequency of 70. So this will be our model class. Lower class boundary is 300. H is the difference of X values. Difference is 50, as you are seeing here that there is a difference of 50 in each value. So H will be 50 and frequency will be 40 in front of this model class. So frequency will be 40 and n by 2 is equals to 50 and cumulative frequency which is before the cumulative frequency of model class, so cumulative frequency will be 30 and finally the median is 325. Now we perform the x minus median, so just deviate the each x value from the median. 225 minus 325 equals to 100, 275 minus 325 equals to 50, 325 minus 325 equals to 0 and so on. And after that we just simply multiply x minus median with frequency and the result is given here, and sum of f multiplied by x minus median while ignoring minus sign is 4000. So 4000 divided by 100 equals to 40. So it is the mean deviation from median. Now coefficient of mean deviation from median is equals to mean deviation from median divided by median. Mean deviation from median is equals to 40 and divided by median. Median is 325, or you can multiply with 100, so 12.30% or 0.1230. Question number 4, find chain index for the following price relatives of the three commodities using geometric mean. It is the same question which is discussed in previous short question, but that question was related to the simple index number, and here there are multiple products, there are three products, so it is the case of composite index. So first of all we will calculate the link relatives. First link relatives are same as given here because there is no previous time period price, and from 2000 to onward we will apply the formula of link relatives, and formula for link relative is Pn divided by Pn minus 1 multiplied by 100. Calculations are given here. Second step is to calculate the geometric mean. Easy way to calculate the geometric mean, that just simply multiply these three values and take the power 1 by n. N is the number of products, so there are three products, so n will be 1 by 3, and in this way you can calculate the geometric means. Last step of this question is that the formula for chain index is equals to previous chain multiplied by current average divided by 100. There is no previous chain, so first chain index will be the first average. From next 2000, previous chain is 262.92 multiplied by current average is 86.02 divided by 100, and answer is given here, and so on. In question number 5 part A, show that the sum of errors and sum of square of errors are 0 for the following data. Here we need to calculate first regression equation, because sum of error will be equals to y minus y hat, and y hat is the regression equation. Regression equation is equals to alpha plus beta x. Alpha is equals to y bar minus beta x bar, and the formula for beta is given here. Sum of xy minus n multiplied by mean of x multiplied by mean of y divided by sum of x square minus n square of mean of x. So mean of x is equals to 3, sum of x over n. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are 5 values. Sum of x is 15, so 15 by 5 equals to 3. Y bar is equals to sum of y over n, which is equals to 10 by 5, which is equals to 2. Now put these values into this formula and beta will be 1. The calculations are given here, x square, y square, xy. These 5 calculations are also needed in the calculation of correlation coefficient and regression coefficients, or simply regression equation. So after putting the values here in the formula for beta, beta is equals to 1, and alpha is equals to y bar minus beta x bar. Y bar is 2, minus beta is 1, x bar is 3, and alpha will be finally minus 1. So regression equation is minus 1 plus 1x. Now we need to calculate y hat. So y hat equals to minus 1 plus 1x. Just simply put the values of x 1 by 1 in this equation and you can calculate y hat. After that, sum of errors is equals to y minus y hat. So y is 0 and y hat is also 0. So 0 minus 0, 0. 1 minus 1 equals to 0, 2 minus 2 equals to 0, and so on. So it is proved that the sum of error is 0, and sum of square of error will also be 0, because y minus y hat square 0 square 0, 0 square 0, so sum will also be 0. B part, that compute 4-year centered moving average for the following time series. Just first put up the data here. आफ्टर दैट क्योंकि हम 4-year सेंटर्ड मूविंग एवरेज कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं तो हाफ इसका ले लें. 2 वैल्यूज़ हम ऊपर से छोड़ देंगे एंड 2 वैल्यूज़ विल बी फ्रॉम बॉटम, और 4 वैल्यूज़ का सम लेके 1 बाय 1 हम सेंटर के अंदर पुट करना शुरू कर देंगे. 331 plus 344 plus 349 plus 332 is equals to 1356. एक वैल्यू को स्किप कर देंगे और नेक्स्ट 4 का टोटल लेंगे. टोटल इज 1389. वंस अगेन हम एक और वैल्यू को स्किप कर देंगे और नेक्स्ट 4 वैल्यूज़ का टोटल 1440. एक और स्किप कर देंगे, नेक्स्ट 4 वैल्यूज़ का टोटल 1491 एंड सो ऑन. उसके बाद हम इन 2 वैल्यूज़ को सम करके जस्ट सम दीज 2 वैल्यूज़ एंड प्लेस द आंसर बिटवीन दीज 2. 1356 प्लस 1389 इक्वल्स टू 2745. 1389 प्लस 1440 इक्वल्स टू 2829 एंड सो ऑन. और उसके बाद जस्ट डिवाइड ईच वैल्यू बाय 8. टेक द डबल ऑफ 4. So 2745 divided by 8, 343.125, 2829 divided by 8, is equals to 353.625 and so on. So this was the paper of 2017 statistics HSSC 1 फेडरल बोर्ड ऑफ इंटरमीडिएट एंड सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन। ये सिर्फ फेडरल बोर्ड के स्टूडेंट्स को हेल्पफुल नहीं है बल्कि बाकी बोर्ड्स के स्टूडेंट्स को भी ये देखना चाहिए। Soon I will come with the next paper of statistics or business mathematics or business math and stat for ICOM, BCOM, and I will also try my best to give you the solutions of MCOM papers also. So stay touched and be blessed, and just take care of yourself and your near respondents. Thank you.